Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be doing this holiday glam look. I just want to do a look that was dedicated to the holidays. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Don't mind me, I'm just chilling in my robe. I'm so comfy. I got this robe, I believe, from Ulta. They have that sale when you spend so much on perfume or fragrance, you get like a free robe. This is the free robe, and I love it. First, I'm going to moisturize with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Next, I'm going to prime with my Kane & Austin Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer with an SPF of 50. I love this stuff. It comes out as like a nude color. And I just put it on the areas where I get oily. And that's usually right here or in the T-zone. It really helps with filling in your pores too, which is awesome. I believe that Casey Holmes recommended that to me. I'm also going to use a little bit of the Catrice Prime and Fine primer just to fill in my pores a little bit more. I really want to go for glowy skin today. I know I have a lot of blemishes right now. I mean, I've been picking at my face. It's almost that time of the month. It's just not a good time for me. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion. If you mixed the Cover FX liquid highlighter drops with a little bit of lotion, that's what this is, except it's a lot cheaper. This is the shade 902 Light Glow, obviously because I'm really light and I'm pale, so. But I just put it all over my face. For foundation, I'm going to use the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade I can't say this word. I'm going to butcher it. M1.5. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to take the Morphe sponge, one with the sharp edge. I like the other one, but this one's my favorite. Take a little bit of that and start applying. This foundation is really good, honestly, for all skin types. Just if you have oily skin, I would just add a mattifying primer because it is a little bit radiant. It's not as radiant as it seems like in the title, but it definitely is not matte. But I think it is gorgeous. I'm going to add a little bit more. Make sure to blend it down the neck. Now that foundation is done, I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair. I really like to go light with my concealer. It really brightens up my under eye. This is obviously very, very bright. This is my pale shade, and I'm not that pale right now. Well, I'm not as pale as I usually am, but I can make it work. This is hands down my favorite concealer in the entire world. Take the sponge. I always start out with the chin. Next, I'm going to set my face using the Airspun powder, my favorite powder in the entire world. Dip my sponge in there and set the face. I make sure I set my under eyes fairly quickly after I get done, or else they'll crease in those little lines under your eyes, and you don't really want that. So we're setting wherever we put concealer with the sponge. And then I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk powder brush, dipping it in the rest of the powder, and setting the entire face. Alright, next we're going to bronze. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. Now this is my absolute favorite bronzer. The packaging is amazing. It smells amazing, and the color is absolutely fantastic. That's what the color looks like. My roommate actually got me into this, and I did also see Jaclyn Hill use this, and ever since, I'm addicted. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild brush. I can use it when I'm super fair, and I can also use it when I'm super tan. So next I'm taking my Anastasia Contour Kit in the shade Fawn, dipping my Morphe M523 into that, and chiseling out the cheekbones a little bit more. So next I'm going to bake, which is where this sponge comes in handy with the straight line. So I always start out on the edge of my mouth and go up to the top of my ear. Next I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. I use the M531, dip it into that same shade Fawn from the Anastasia Contour Palette, and I always start up here where like your brow meets and comes into your nose and create that shadow first. And then just bring it down. The closer you put your two lines, the skinnier and smaller your nose will appear. You don't have to contour your nose, that's not necessary. That's just what I do. So next I take that same brush and I just kind of blend it and make sure it's not too heavy and it's not too dark or anything like that. And then we'll brush off our bake. And now let's start the brows. I use the ColourPop Brow Boss pencil in the shade dark brown. I love this pencil. It's literally $5. You really can't beat a good brow pencil for $5. So I start by brushing the brows up with a little spoolie and start filling them in. So I'm just going to pop off camera and do the other eyebrow, and I will be right back. Alright, so we're finally finished with the eyebrows. 10 hours later. Eyebrows are my least favorite part of my entire makeup routine. It takes me forever to do them. Today is not a good brow day. So we're going to move on to eyes. I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see that because it's super zoomed in right now. So I'm going to start off with the Morphe M531, the same one we used for the nose contour. I'm going to start off with the third shade. Put that in the crease. Just keep building up that crease. Now I'm going to take the Morphe M433, dip it into this shade right here, and pat that on the outer corner of the eye. And then slowly bring it into the crease. Try to keep this one on the outer edge. You don't want too much darkness on the inside because it can close your eyes up. I'm going to put a little bit of powder on the outside edge. So then I'm going to lightly take that color and start lightly blending it closer to the center of the lid. I'm going to go back to my M531 in that same shade we used first and blend the crease a little bit. Next I'm going to take the Morphe R34. I think it's the R34. The number is pretty much rubbed off because I use it so much, but I'm pretty sure it's the R34. But it's just the one that looks like this. I'm going to take this shade right here and pack that in the outer corner. Just using windshield wiper motions after I tap it on here. Back to the Morphe M531, blend out that crease again. So next I think I want to put some glitter or some shimmer on the eye. I think I'm going to take this shade and just take my finger and pop this on the eye. Go back in with our Morphe M433 and just blend everything together. I'm going to take a little bit of this color right here, more of a brownish shimmer. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of liner. I think it's because I'm not really that good at it. For anyone I ever do makeup on, really, I like a natural looking liner. Just adding a little bit of shadow right on that lash line just really makes that eye pop and doesn't look as harsh as liquid eyeliner does. I really like the Morphe M432. It's just a little flat brush that's really, really skinny. And I either take a black or a dark brown. I'm going to take this shade right here and just smudge this on the lash line. I'm going to move on to the lower lash line, starting with the first color that we used and starting in the outer corner. Then taking the second color we used. I'm pretty much using the same colors in the same order that I did. I always try to focus it on the outer part of the eye and then bring it in. Then I'm going to take that same liner brush and kind of just do the same thing that we did to the upper lash line to the lower lash line. Using that same color. This brush does not have a name on it. It just says Morphe. I'm sure it's got a number for it, but it just looks like this. And take that brush again and just blend that line. Alright, so I'm going to take the Morphe M421, dip into either one of these highlighter shades. It really doesn't matter, I think they're the exact same almost. And we're going to highlight the inner corner. And highlight the brow bone. Alright, so I'm going to pop off and do the other eye and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now that the other eye is done, we're going to pop on some lashes. One of my favorite lashes that are affordable are the Kiss lashes in the style Pixie. I absolutely love them. They are very wispy. I use these lashes on everyone I do makeup on. And the lash glue I use is the Duo Lash Glue, and it's the one with the green writing on it. I'm going to pop on these lashes and I will be right back. Alright, so we got our lashes on. Next I'm going to put some mascara on the lower lash line. I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. We're going to put on some blush. I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. It is such a pretty peachy shade of blush. It's got a little bit of sheen to it. I'm going to take my Morphe R4, dip into that. I'm going to use one of the Neutrogena wipes to get some of this foundation off my lips. Alright, so we're going to move on to lips. I think I'm going to do a red lip. It's just like, goes with the holiday theme. I think I'm going to do a red lip. I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Mary Jo K. But first I'm going to line my lips with the Rimmel London Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the shade Red Diva. It matches it pretty much spot on. Really like to overline my lips a lot. It's just personal preference. Alright, so we're gonna apply the lipstick. I'm gonna set my face using the Mario Badescu facial spray. And then pat it out with our sponge. And last but not least, highlighter. I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amazing highlight. Looks like this. And I'm going to take the Real Technique setting brush. Dip my brush in there and apply. And I'm going to be really extra and add the Dose of Colors Fuego highlight. This is the collab with Katie and Desi. And it's more of a deeper gold shade. How that always makes me feel myself. Alright guys, so I am going to pop off camera and fix my hair. And I will see you guys in a second. So yeah, that's the completed look. I hope you loved it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. Leave a comment letting me know what you thought. Letting me know any suggestions you have. Anything you want to see from me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!